Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Today we're going to explore a place that I spotted some time ago, 2 years ago. It was completely closed off and inaccessible, but definitely abandoned. It just so happens that recently this place was open, so we're going to take advantage of it before it gets closed again. So, for the safety of the place, we're not going to show you too much of the outside. We are here at the entrance. So, welcome! You'll see, it's pretty ultimate because it stayed frozen. In the years 90, I think it must date back to around that time. And absolutely everything remains. So it was a hotel restaurant and apparently it was also a billiard club. We have to be careful not to use too much light because actually we're right next to a very busy road, especially at this hour. The point is we don't want to get caught. So here we go. Let's see what we've got here. What was it? Was this the reception area? Or maybe it was the... No, was it the dining room? There are still copiers and everything here. The atmosphere was kind of pink. It's funny, it contrasts a lot with the outside, which isn't the same color at all. I realized that maybe we could have even come in through this door. It looks like there's been some damage here. It's crazy, everything's still here. Small dining room, quiet. We have a menu. Are there any menus left? Seriously? Oh. No, it actually closed much earlier.
It's still counting in francs.
It's still in francs. Seriously, these amounts are in francs. 42 francs for the country plate. Country pâté, shrimp and mayonnaise. The menus are actually kind of lousy. They made omelets, salads, appetizers, meats, 55 francs for the rib steak.
It wasn't very expensive.
That's crazy. I'll see if I can find the exact date it was abandoned, since we're talking about something from a long time ago based on the old franc prices. It's pretty crazy because, keep in mind, this place has been abandoned since before the switch to the euro. Did you see in the phone booths? When a place isn't known and it stays closed, it doesn't get smashed, it's still nice. We have a cupboard. There are still the little salt and pepper shakers. I'm not sure we'll find anything in there. It may have been emptied. There are still some menus. They're all stuck together, they're all sticky.
Really moldy.
No, it was to put menu cards in, but there's nothing inside. But they're really... Stay open, okay? A little guy tore the television off the wall, so there must have been one here before. At what point do you just leave something like this abandoned? I don't understand how it could have closed because it looks like it's 100% functional. There's still a billiards trophy. Ah, damn, I'm going to turn off the lamp now because really you'll see anyway. You can see the cars passing by, I think. We're arriving at the bar. I think that's where the pool tables were. Look at the mark on the floor. I don't know if you can see it, but you can clearly see the mark, the big rectangle. There was a big snooker table here. Snooker tables are really for competition. It's nothing like the pool tables you find in a regular bar. But damn, yeah, we're wading in water. I hadn't noticed. We're waiting here. Dude, the water's coming from above. Everything's falling apart. We're gonna have the ceiling collapse on us.
Those are water pockets, look.
Yeah, those are water pockets in the wallpaper. It makes kind of waves there. You can see it's all wet. It's all shiny with water. Literally, we're wading in water. We might actually have the reason why it was abandoned. Maybe it was prone to flooding. Maybe that's why. I think we must be in a flood zone. That would explain a lot of things. It would explain why it's like this, soaked with water everywhere, and especially why the water comes up from the ground. That confirms it. I think that given the scrub brush with the mop and the bucket, he must have been used to getting flooded regularly. Look there. It overflowed from the road and brought mud here. Clearly there was a huge pool table here. It wasn't a big pool club, just one table, and I think they held competitions. You see here, the room. The guys could hang out, have a drink, and relax. All around. While the guys enjoyed a game of pool. The craziest thing about it is that the bar is packed, you know. The bar is packed to give them publicity.
What do you want?
Absolutely. Oh wow, it's still completely full. There's the pressure pump, man. It's beautiful. A kind of saltstone like that right there. Wow. No, not really. Let's not push grandma too much.
That's it.
I also needed to tell you, I finally managed to fix the camera since that famous video. We ended up in front of an abandoned house where everything stopped working. No battery left in the cameras or anything else. The drone went haywire, the car broke down. Sorry, I can't turn on many lights here since we're visible, but the bar was beautiful. It was so pretty. There are many competitions up there, lots of them. Trophies? Literally. Lots and lots of trophies here. People who have won billiards competitions. Tournaments. I'm not really sure how it worked. I'm not very familiar with billiards. And apparently that wasn't the only thing that happened there. Cadets, juniors, veterans, there was fighting too. That's a combat sport. The guys fight over the trophy. The office? The bar was made in Marseille. These are old newspapers. Old magazines, old stuff. What year is this from? 2007. Whoa, I almost put my head in a spider web. Orangina, no. Ah, shake it, shake it, shake it. Ah, it's disgusting. There are things floating in it. Oh my god.
What do you prefer? Do you want some Ricard, some pastis?
Guys, there's everything you want. Seriously, the bar is full. We could get totally wasted here. Please drink responsibly, everyone. But damn, there's vodka and more. Seriously. That's crazy.
You have to check the location of the sale.
There's everything. Dude, that comes from Lord's. That's water from Lord's. Lord's, the fountain, you know it, right? I don't have to explain. You can buy vials of water from there. And there are fruit juices. What's funny is everything stayed put, right? Oh damn, the Lipton. But seriously, look at that, look at that. That's not iced tea anymore. That's like rust soup. That's disgusting. That's crazy. All that's left, there's the cash register still. Does it open?
There's money in there, seriously.
That would be funny, right?
Well.
Oh, it opens? There's nothing inside? No, there are the circles. Oh, we're rich.
There are francs, man. These are still franc coins. They're 10-centime franc coins.
Wow. Too bad there aren't any old bills left.
Yeah, anyway, francs aren't worth anything anymore. We couldn't even exchange them.
But that's terrible. That's all that's left, really. We could really get the bar up and running again right away. Look, the tap, it's beautiful. This pressure tap. Made of copper with this kind of, it looks like salt stone, kind of like that. It's sublime. They still have plastic straws. That's illegal now, it's over. But this, I don't get why he kept it instead of selling it. Do you know what a coffee machine like that costs? That's worth at least 2,000 or 3,000 bucks, maybe more. Possibly more. For a large machine with pressure, we could be near 10,000 euros. And it just stays there like that. It's going to rot here. There's crap coming down from the ceiling, spider webs, piles of disgusting webs. But this, that's weird. 2019.
But the dates don't match.
Nothing matches. 2019. Stuff from 2000, it makes no sense. There are drinks from 2012. There are some from 2019. There are things from 95. There are francs. The prices on the menus are in francs. There's no date, no year matches, anything in here. When this place was abandoned, this whole thing, I really can't figure it out. I walked right past it without seeing it. Computer screen there, look at this. That big trophy there, now that's a trophy, my man. United States Fontenay. The size of that thing. It's gigantic, the cup. We won't touch that much since it seems fragile. What is this place? Room reservation. Here we have prices in euros. Breakfast, 6.50. Room price, 45 euros. That doesn't mean anything anymore, literally. It's like he just thought of it. Paul. Here, it's like an opinion. It wasn't all abandoned at once. I think they gave up the restaurant first, probably because it wasn't doing well. They kept the bar open a bit longer, maybe along with the few upstairs hotel rooms. I think after that, either the bar or hotel must have closed, with the bar being the last to shut down. That's kind of the feeling it leaves you with. It's odd that there are so many different dates everywhere. What was this here? The restaurants, restrooms, and that, the bar. Yuck! Ah, I thought it was an old toilet brush, but it's actually an old feather duster that must have been used as a toilet brush. I know it's a bit gross, but I always like to check out the toilets. It can give you an idea if the place has been squatted or not, because it can be a good indicator of human presence if the toilets have been used. The newspapers that might have been brought in, maybe there are things that were brought in by people who squatted here. At the same time, we're right in the city center, in a city that doesn't have a lot of resources, that has quite a few homeless people. So it would be understandable if he came to spend a winter or two here. Let's try to go check out the hotel part. All right, what did we have back there? That's a kitchen. Anyone? It's really clean. Wow. Look at that. All the dishes. It's the kitchens, or it's the dishwashing area. No, it's the kitchens. They ate here, but absolutely everything is still here. No kidding. You have a pizza oven, but an electric one like that costs $3,000. The kitchen range, no kidding. But you can reopen it tomorrow. You just clean up a bit here, and then you come and reopen it. There's no problem at all. No kidding. And for me, everything is working here. There's an old newspaper over there. 2018.
Look at the state of the salt.
Yeah, it's been there for a while. Clearly.
For him, it's worse. The salt is visible inside and out.
Oh wow, look, that's rust. Do you realize it made stainless steel rust? It actually takes quite a bit to make kitchen stainless steel rust. The mandolin. But seriously, look at what's left. Ah, those old vintage floral plates. There's an open window over there. We could have come in through that. Ah, it's not like there aren't plenty of ways in after all. Many people have likely been here and left some things open. It's a serving hatch. There's an upstairs. Oh yeah, of course there's an upstairs. Maybe it was to bring breakfast to the rooms. Here, this was the dishwasher, the dishwashing area. The dishes. Small dishwasher. The kitchens aren't very big, but it's not a large hotel restaurant. Obviously, there wasn't a ton of stuff. It wasn't cleaned very well when they left. It's disgusting.
What is it?
The water pump, the thing there, it's good. Now we've got a bit of atmosphere. They're stuck together, the things. They don't turn anymore. They're burnt out.
But listen, I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds like water.
You're right, you can hear water. Yeah. There's water flowing there, you can hear it moving. Even there, the filter, yeah, the filter is full and everything. It might be related to the building next door. In any case, it stayed relatively clean. The fridge is there. I've never seen a Terrace fridge before. Well, they've been emptied. Fortunately, I want to tell you, because otherwise, the fridge contents are all rotten. We can do without it. Everything that's left, seriously. There's still one thing. Well, the dish is here. What's in there? There you go, a carbon bottle.
What is that?
Oh, wow. But it's leaking here.
Yeah, it's leaking.
But there's a water leak here.
Yeah.
Dude, it's coming up between the tiles. Oh, damn, it's a water softener. It's leaking.
Ah, damn. Well, yeah.
That's a water softener system. The big one, those are big filter cartridges. That's to remove chlorine, limescale, and all that stuff.
No kidding. It's still connected.
But there's literally water leaking. And what's weird is that it's not leaking from the pipe or from there. It looks like it's coming back up from the ground. No, it's not even leaking from the water softener. Dude, the water, it's coming from there. The water, it's overflowing from the ground, man. It's overflowing from the ground. It's crazy. So there's a river right next to it. There's a world where the basement is completely flooded to the point that it overflows here. It's weird, the whole thing. It's crazy. It's like a shock. For the staff, I think. It's narrow, it's very narrow, the little hallway here. What did they store in there? Nice welcome. At Serge's place. I'm not sure what that was. Bottle racks. It looked too narrow for that. Oh, the old lady. The old shears. That's straightforward. Yeah, it's all simple and old.
The liqueurs.
It's the spirits. There are trophies. There are billiard trophies up there. Look, with the 8-ball. So we might come across some pool tables. Originally it was kind of a billiard club. They used to have competitions here, you know. And that's funny. Look, those are boat hulls. Those are boat hulls made of polystyrene. That's hilarious. Wow, what's in there? We're a bit cautious because actually, right next to us, there's the river, and apparently the river is eating away, digging under the ground. So it's getting a bit dangerous. The further we go, in these floors here, you can also see that it's soaked here. There was water too. The tiles are starting to crack. Maybe we should be a little concerned. Maybe renovations were done. There are rubble piles and a cement mixer. You can see that here, they've started to build a wall. Look, it's brand new. That's a wooden wall there. It's drywall, sorry, it's not wood. They put up the rails while working on something else.
Besides, there's really only 0.3 of dust.
There's nothing. It's very clean. You see? There, it's the same. But it's old. Look at the state, the paint cans and all that. It's old.
There, it's actually oxidation by air, which takes 3 times longer.
Yes. Afterwards, if you look here, these were old olive buckets. And the buckets, they date from 2021. From 2019 to 2021, 1921. That's what we might think, or maybe it's the 19th week of the year 21, I'm not really sure. Maintenance follow-up, pressure check. That's for the machine, for the beer pump.
Yeah.
There was a whole system. Be careful, don't touch that. It's mercury and it's broken. What's inside is extremely toxic, so avoid mercury thermometers. It's extremely harmful. Those were bedroom TVs. Little 13-inch TVs, you know. They probably put them in the rooms that... The remote controls are there too. The old air conditioner and bathroom, the restaurant area here. The whole ceiling is falling apart. Look! It's drywall, and actually, once drywall gets wet, that's it. It falls apart. What was here? Some kind of small bathroom, maybe for the staff. It's possible the owner lived here. Let's keep going. This was the reception area with a safe. A small safe where they might have kept the weekend's takings.
In velvet?
Yes, velvet on the inside and everything. Still a nice little chest. Cute, a chest with a code lock. There was no key. That was actually the reception area. You see, she used to take reservations at the little window with her printer. There was probably a computer that disappeared or was removed.
There are cables for everything.
The red carpet over there, there's still the mouse cable and the whole internet cable. And even the local area network router as well. And the IP address and everything. It's funny, it's just like that. The calendar says 2010, 2018, 2018, and there, 2019. Maybe it was open until then. Maybe it was COVID that killed this place. It's hard to pinpoint the exact date it was abandoned, but what is certain is that there was activity here until 2019. I don't think COVID killed the place. It's more likely due to what's on the ceiling and floor. In my opinion, there's water here. There are water leaks. Maybe there was a big flood, judging by what we saw on the floor, near the pool table. By the way, we have it here too. If we look closely at the floor here, I can add too much light. The wallpaper came off due to humidity. There was water here and sand is everywhere. So it overflowed from the road, clearly. Same. On the ceiling, you can see that it's starting everywhere too. Look, the water leaks. If it's a flat roof, that explains it. Flat roofs are hard to keep watertight. I think back then it was renovated on the cheap, really cheap, you know, just drywall, wallpaper, and that's it. And the problem with that kind of thing is that it doesn't last. If they didn't keep the roof watertight or prevent water from getting in outside, then the problem is that when you're in a flood zone, there's not much you can really do about it. But I didn't pay attention to that when I came in, but they had set up the Christmas tree. They set up the Christmas tree. Maybe it was abandoned right before the holidays when they planned to decorate. We'll try to access the bedroom area. It was nice. We're under a sort of small roof, like this, with that beautiful little iron chandelier. We're going to go check up there. It was nice, those little columns there. Actually, you see, so what I was telling you, it's a flat roof. And it's the tar sheets that started to crack, which let water in. So there was a small terrace. Oh, it's raining. A pretty little terrace. Be careful, it's slippery like an ice rink. He almost fell. There's moss all over, making it really slippery. It's pouring, so things are complicated now. Do we have direct access over there? Nope. There's another terrace over there.
Be careful on the terrace, it's slippery.
Yeah, I saw your nice slip. Be careful, it's slippery and I'm holding the camera. Careful. Here we go. You can see that the terrace is sloping. The terrace is about to collapse. Can you feel it vibrating under your feet? It's intense, isn't it? Can you feel the vibration under your feet? We're going to go through the floor here, be careful. The little terrace there. No, but yeah, it's lifting and cracking everywhere. I don't feel safe being here. What's that? Little terrace with tables, everything. To eat. There's a pallet of tiles. Did they plan the work? It's been walled up, but I think that's a different place. However, we need to find a way to get in there. Oh, well, there we go. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Watch out up there. Look at the ceiling. Look at the floor. It's alive. And I'm scared to walk on it since we don't know what's underneath. We know what's underneath. It's the ceilings that are broken. I'm not going any further anyway. Everything is here. There's going to be a small summer kitchen for the terrace where they plan to serve drinks and everything, I think. But honestly, I'm not going in there because you'd fall right through for me. It's falling apart now. Let's check the rooms. I hope the terrace is still there. Because it's literally rotting away. Look at that. He's talking about insulation. Wow. Welcome.
It smells old in here.
Yeah, it smells like an old hotel. But it's all brand new. No kidding. But dude, even the mattresses, they look brand new. Is there something underneath? Someone? If I were a squatter, this is where I'd crash, clearly. Look, this is brand new. How is this brand new? I'm not kidding, seriously. Look! This place had been renovated. There's still the hairdryer and everything. It's brand new. When is it actually brand new like that? It doesn't make any sense. When you see the rest...
Look.
Even the switches have been changed, the wallpaper, it's brand new. Even the little bedside lamp, damn. It's all new, that. But seriously... Look. I don't understand. But, yeah. Clearly. Yes, but even the TVs are different. Downstairs, they were cathode ray TVs. And here, it's a flat screen. Is there any water?
It's coming.
Yeah, that noise comes from deep within the earth, huh? The remote control for the air conditioning. And there, they had a little bathroom corner. It's just the toilet. And so underneath there, that's all the bedding. There are kitchen towels, there's bedding, there are cushions, blankets. But man, it's not old. You know, these mattresses and everything, they really look pretty new.
Look.
House resolution 55. There are the door keys. There are still the keys for room 3. 4, that must have been the previous one. There are COVID masks there. And what's this here? And there you go. Look, when we told you they were having billiards competitions. Double knockout in 3 winning rounds, billiards marathon.
First prize.
What date?
1,700 francs.
1,700 francs, the first prize. No kidding, it paid well, huh? So, the billiard table might be older than the hotel, and maybe the billiard hall closed first. But on the other hand, it's really brand new. It's hard to leave a place like this. Just look at it. You could live here, there's no problem. Everything is spotless, even the toilets, you know? Even the toilets are spotless. No, but the mattresses are clean, see?
Of course.
There's not a single stain, there's nothing. It's spotless. Same with the lamps. For me, they're pretty new. They were installed not long ago. Well, not long ago. At the same time, like I told you, right? So, you see, people always tell me, yeah, but it's not abandoned, there's no dust. But you see, here, it's been abandoned for a while, and there's no dust. Why? Because the place is closed. When a place is closed and airtight, there's no dust. What is dust? It's mainly leftover skin and human remains. So where there's no human activity, there's no dust. So if a place stays abandoned and closed, if you close the windows and seal the place, then return 25 years later, there won't be any dust. That's what we're seeing now. It's astonishing.
It's 25 years.
There's a little bit, I mean, but it's true that there's just a tiny bit, but there's really a slight film. You can barely see it. You see it most on the carpets, because you see the carpets are stained. You see there are black spots all over. It's kind of gross and moldy. There were the rules. No smoking, no eating, no leaving bottles, no living, no breathing, no shitting. That's it, you know. And so that's a nice little television over there too. At the same time, you see the rooms. It's not a crazy fancy hotel, right?
Yes.
There are 4 rooms. It's not the same here. Yes, the beds have been taken apart and piled up. We don't know what happened to them. Is that a new mattress over there? No kidding, the mattress is still wrapped up. Yeah, it really doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, look behind you. Over there you can see the drywall. It's starting to weaken, so it's not in such good condition after all. It's the same, if you look at the ceiling, the wallpaper there is also starting to peel off a bit. But still, it's super clean, let's be honest.
It's still super clean, you know.
And the bathroom. But there's still water, you know, for sure. There's flow, you know. Not this one, it's funny. They weren't all cut the same way.
But this one here, it's working. No.
It would have been surprising if the hairdryer worked. They cut the power. Well, and here they stored the chairs. Maybe these are the chairs they put on the terrace. Yeah, it's clearly the chairs they put outside on the terrace. They stored them here. They even took apart some of them, by the way. There must have been a bed there originally. Same, it was placed there. And actually, that's it. I saw similar bar marks in the other room, but there wasn't a bar there. It's actually the headboard. He just added a bar there like that. You can handcuff your wife. Welcome to Morgan Explore, always the right idea. Yeah, it was cute for small rooms, honestly. Sliding doors to go into the bathrooms. Look at these little sliding panels like this. But you see it's clean, you know, it really is. Look, the wood is fine and the wallpaper is perfect, seriously. It's pretty crazy. And that's it, left abandoned like this. It's madness. Damn, you missed something. I never do this during urbex, but really the weather outside is terrible and I couldn't take it anymore. I had to pee, I go to pee in a toilet, I flush and it works. Wait, we need to check if it works again or it was just a coincidence. Absolutely, it works. I'm dying laughing, wait. Here too? There's even toilet paper here, man. Yeah. Cozy little room, quiet, a little bar on the wall to tie up the lady. Oh, we'll be comfortable here.
And the little bar. And the little bar with...
And the little bar, and there's something to drink, there's everything you need. You don't even need to bring any appetizers. Come on, subscribe, bye.